Hello, everyone. As the facilitator for this session, I'm excited to guide our discussion on the two primary methods of communication in today's world: mediated communication and face to face communication. During our time together, we'll explore in depth what these forms of communication are and their significance in many people's lives.
Hi, I'm the facilitator assigned for the next topic on what are the two major ways of how people communicate today: mediated communication versus face-to-face communication. We will deep dive into what these forms of communication are and how important they are in the many people's lives. So, we will be first learning about the mediated communication. Essentially, it's a communication that happens through a technological tool with also the help of the technological advancement today, like your smartphone, laptop, or other devices that we use for communication. Instead of talking directly face to face, we're communicating using digital mediums. This includes emails you have been receiving and the text messages you have been sending. Of course, social media video calls are also included in this kind of communication. You might also hear it referred as asynchronous communication. That means messages are not always exchanged in real time and without having to share the same physical space. Using this kind of tools that enhance the communication between people from different places also has its advantages. Well, at first, we must appreciate the fact that we are able to send emails in the comfort of our homes. But the idea and the fact that many people with talent will sometimes be able to access what you store in your digital devices. Some may even get information from your internet server or any tools and means they can. Now, let's shift gears to real-time face-to-face communication. This is what most of us consider traditional communication, and the very first we have ever used. It involves direct interaction between people in the same physical space, whether it's in just meeting, conversation, or presentation, or simply just talking to one another human being. This kind of communication are what we are very aware of. When learning in school, we get to engage with our teachers and classmates, where we get different kinds of informations. That's its own advantage. But we also know that the heated conversation may sometimes because when we engage with people physically. This also may be a factor of misunderstanding between people and their emotions. So, how do these two forms of communication compare? Mediated communication is asynchronous, which completely means there's often a delay between messages. It is widely but it has more disadvantages than the other one. On the other hand, face-to-face communication is synchronous, meaning it happens in real time. Mediated communication lacks nonverbal cues like facial expression. Face-to-face communication, however, requires both parties to be in the same location, but it allows for immediate feedback and more personal interactions. Face-to-face communication, however, requires both parties to be in the same location, but it allows for immediate feedback and more personal interactions. Face-to-face communication, however, requires both parties to be in the same location. Both methods are great for exchanging information and building relationships, but each has its own strengths and weaknesses. You will need to choose based on the context. Now, let's learn a topic that plays a huge role in our daily lives: social media. But what exactly is social media? And how does it affect our daily lives? Social media refers to websites and applications that enable users to create, share, and interact with content. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn allow us to connect with people, share our thoughts, and stay updated on trends and news worldwide. It's an essential communication tool in today's digital age. With this technological advancement, we get to engage with other people anytime at anywhere, whether it's for personal or professional use. With social media, we get instant information and news. This real-time access allows us to be informed about what is happening from even across borders. More advantages of social media surfaces when we talk about it, yet we might face dangers when defending so much in this advancement with not used properly. Social media, as we all know, is widely accessible by anyone. And with that saying, anyone with knowledge and skills can get involved with the information we provide using our social media platforms. Personal information they can get from our profile in Facebook, and professional information they can acquire from our LinkedIn profiles too.
All right, that covers the third and fourth topics. We're almost at the end of our discussion. Now it's time for our final facilitator to